Hello, my name is Chandler Kennedy, and here is my audience. And today I will be talking about deception in advertisements. Do you notice anything different here? Well, surprisingly, this is the same item from McDonald's. Have you ever considered the fact that most food advertisements do not represent the true quality of a company's product? Well, that's because some companies use products like cotton balls, glue, motor oil, hairspray, or anything other than the natural product to make their brand more satisfying in their advertising campaigns. Now, this may work, however, it does classify as false advertising. Whether on TV, computer websites, mobile apps, or in magazines, consumers face hundreds of advertisements throughout a given day. It can be tricky to identify which advertisements are worth looking into and which advertisements will create buyer's remorse. While advertisements do serve a purpose in allowing potential customers to know about their available products, some ads you will encounter will use 4 kinds of false advertising techniques, including price deception, quality deception, bait and switch, and false environmental claims, and consumers must understand the conscious and subconscious effects of advertising across different mediums. Let's begin. Why should we even consider deception in advertising? Well, as a legal term, false advertising refers to any published claim or advertising material that gives consumers an incorrect understanding or belief about a product or service being offered. It is illegal according to both state and federal laws, even if the misleading advertising was made by mistake. So, the U.S. government regulates advertising through the Federal Trade Commission and allows the FTC to act in the interest of all consumers to prevent deceptive and unfair acts or practices. So, the FTC determines whether or not a visual representation or omission of specific information is qualified as misleading. To put into perspective, if a company were to break the FTC's regulations, they are at risk of large fines, prosecution, or even jail time. Now, let's talk about how various techniques used in deceptive advertising and a few examples of companies doing so. Keywords like 50% off sale, natural, organic, new are some of the most common keywords on advertisements that catch people's attention and can also mislead consumers. These can be accomplished in a variety of different ways. The first one I will talk about is price deception. So, when a company advertises a product claiming it is on sale or has been marked down when in fact the advertised item was never going to be reduced, that is using price deception. So, in short, this is when advertisements use incorrect information regarding a product's price or a store sale. The best example I thought of is when companies will often attach hidden fees or tiny little writing at the bottom of an advertisement spotted by an asterisk. And this is often price deception in a way to lure customers in and get them to think they're getting a bargain deal when really they are not. The second one I will talk about is quality deception. When advertisements deceive the value or the size of a particular product, they're falsely portraying their product and its quality. The best example of this is when companies edit pictures of their food, product, or even a hotel's amenities. Photographs have the ability to be edited to hide flaws or make things seem bigger than they appear, bigger than the reality of it. A third approach involves something called bait and switch. So when a company advertises a product it does not intend to sell or a service it does not provide. The example I thought of was, say you saw a pair of jeans you wanted on sale at a department store, and as soon as you go in, suddenly they do not have those jeans in stock anymore, but they do have a similar wash and pair for full price. So that company gets the profit, you lose, but that would qualify as quality deception. Another approach is using false environmental claims. Terms like recycled, environmentally friendly, or biodegradable. It must be competent and reliable scientific evidence according to the FTC. So, a lot of companies misuse these terms because although some part of the product may be environmentally friendly, other major components are not. So, for example, it is deceptive for a box of foil to be advertised as recyclable, even though the foil itself is not. The foil is considered a major component of the product, so the advertiser should clearly disclose that only the box is recyclable. In recent years, there have actually been quite a few companies that have been caught in a few deceptive advertising scandals, like, well, in 2013, Kellogg had to pay $4 million for falsely advertising that their frosted mini wheats made kids smarter. And in 2012, Skechers paid $40 million with the Federal Trade Commission for making scientifically unfounded claims about its shape-up sneakers. So clearly, from these repercussions, it is important to recognize deceptive advertisements, and as a consumer, here are 3 things I want you to remember next time you see an advertisement. Research the advertisement and check out the fine print located at the bottom of the screen or page. Read customer reviews or be the one to post one. These are so helpful and they really portray the true value of a product. Third, challenge those eco-friendly claims to guarantee they are backed by legitimate qualifications. If you own your own business or plan to sometime in the future, I challenge you to recognizing deceptive advertisements as a company by remembering these 3 things. Always include all relevant information in a clear manner to avoid confusion or any deception. State qualifications clearly. And third, prove all claims and have evidence to support them. The use of deception in commercial advertising is a punishable crime, and both companies and consumers must recognize the various tactics of false advertising in order to guard against buyer's remorse or considerable consequences. To recap, look out for tactics such as price deception, quality deception, bait and switch, and false environmental claims. Now that you are more aware of various tactics used by businesses to target customers and lure them in, and to making their product look more attractive or appealing, you can protect yourself from being a victim of these schemes. So, next time you watch a commercial or see an advertisement on any medium, make sure you recognize the conscious and subconscious effects and what companies want you to think. And here is my audience one more time. And thanks for watching.